Right, so today we're looking at the blacksmith and which level is the quickest to run through so we can get our items back. So the blacksmith takes our items, does something funky to them, and then gives them back to us after we've done 3 levels. I don't know why he requires 3 levels to do them. I don't know if he's got some shares in the levels or something, or I don't know. Don't ask him. But anyway, I need to complete some levels. So I'm sure you've all been in the same boat where you want to put another item in there, but you can't because you've already got 3 in there, but you can't be bothered to run another level. So we are going to find out which one is the quickest. So all depending on the difficulty of the level, all depends on what your blacksmith says you need to do. So mine needs to be Apocalypse Plus difficulty. Yours might be something different. So pay attention to that. And then when we go to actually spawn on the level or select the level, make sure you put it on the lowest possible one for that setting. So mine is Apocalypse Plus 1. That will be the easiest, and I should run through it quite quickly. If I'd done it on plus 20, it'd be a bloody nightmare. So we're going to put it on plus 1. We're going to spawn in. I've got a stopwatch up there so we can get the time. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but we can see. Right, so we just spawned in now. I'm just going to move over here because I didn't go through my gear now. I've just got 3 mushrooms on, and I've got a Verdamp robe. So you run whatever you normally run. Something that's going to aid your speed is what you're looking for, really. Any weapons will do. So I'll leave that up to you. I'm not going to go into depth with that. So let me press start on the stopwatch, and we're going to get running. Right, so I'll try and keep the mushroom going all the time. That's the main key. So when we can do that, just keep an eye on the left. Now here at this gate, we need to take out all the nearby foes for the gate to come down. So we've done that. We're going to run through. This level does seem to have random spawns of mobs. Sometimes it can be creeper orientated or spider orientated. Oh, I hate that. Right, so we made it up there. See, right. I keep forgetting about my mushroom. Got to remember my mushroom. So when you come to this bit, you've got to get the spell books. So they're on the pedestals, 3 of them dotted around. Sometimes they're close, sometimes they're not. So it's all just a bit of RNG there. Nothing no one can do about it. Just got to play through the level and hope that you get a good spawn, I suppose. But it's not too bad, really, whatever spawn you get. Keep an eye on your health as you're running, because sometimes it does, especially with creepers and things, it does get depleted quite a lot. So there you go, that gate's gone down. We can now run through to the next part. So we're just trying to keep that mushroom up. There's a little bee following. Some reason my armor's got bee on. I don't know why. It doesn't matter. Anyway, right. We're through this door. We're going to run through, not taking notice of anything. There's the creepers I was on about, and out the other side. So along the bridge now. Normally you do get enchanted mobs. So you just got to try and run past them as quickly as possible, and keeping an eye on your health. Right, I'm just going to try gravity. Just going to try and get past these. So my health is quite low. Hopefully my potion will come back round. So here is the last gate. Just got to take these on. If you've got a bow that does some decent damage, then it may be quicker than running over to them and hitting them. So it's whatever's easiest for you, but when you get them to spawn, it's a nightmare. I mean, if you get any armour, pick it up, but we're on a mission here to run. So right, I've got to quickly stop the timer now. So it takes, we call it 2 minutes. We call it 2 minutes flat because that's not actually a bad time. So 2 minutes to run Archhaven, which I don't think is a very bad time, with 3 mushrooms and a Verdamp robe. So we now need to go into the next level. I've got a love medallion, yay. Right, so we're going to go, look, my blacksmith's ready to get something, I'll get that later. So we're going to go into Soggy Cave. This is probably one of the other shortest levels that I know about. We're going to put it on Apocalypse Plus 1, just like we did in the other, in Archhaven. And I'm going to restart my stopwatch, so bear with me, let me get my restart, there we go. So we're trying to beat a 1:59 really. Well, we call it 2 because it's rounded up. Archhaven is easy, it's quite straightforward. With Soggy Cave you have 2 gates, and depending on the spawn, you're going to have to kill the mobs, but sometimes you can jump over with a feather. So let me find a feather. I will put it on. I'll put it on here. I'll try and do it, but it does slow you down. If you muck it up, you're going to slow it down. Right, hold on. Right, let's start this and go. Right, so we started mushroom. So I'm sure you've all done this before. Round to Soggy Swamp, done the the puzzle at the end. So the puzzle is another thing that if you're not in tune with it, it can hinder you some more time. Just get knocked off. It's not good, is it? So there's a lot of zombies on it and stuff. So here we go, right up here, try and get through the... Sometimes with Ghost Cloak it's good because you can actually put it on and then run through the mobs, but it's not needed, but it can help. Right, so here we go, we're going to go through into this chamber here and we'll see which spawn we get and if we can skip the gate. Now this one, I believe, yeah, it's a non-skippable gate. I've not found a way, so you need to run up to the gate, make it spawn, and then you're just going to have to go and fight everything. If you've got a bow and arrow which does decent damage, I suggest probably use that again, just because you haven't got to go run over to them all. Right, so we're just killing these off. The problem with this is it is quite a large spawn as well. You do get quite a lot of enemies that spawn up. I mean, another one might be another artifact you could put on to help, like satchel of elements or something like that, just so you can kill the mobs quicker. But generally, if you're going to run over to them, it's going to kill them. Problem with this as well, they spawn everywhere. It's an absolute nightmare. Slime, and then up here. I mean, sometimes you do get lucky. You do get a spawn where you can skip both gates. It's alright. We've done that, and now we need to do this. So if you're not in tune with this, it's going to take you a while. I mean, you can just spam it. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. But as long as you get the fundamentals of how you do it, it's not too bad, and you'll get there in the end. And the other problem is you need to wait for those gates to come down as well, so it's a bit of a pain. Oh dear, look at them. Right, run up here to the next door. And we have got a skip or whatever. Now you can jump over this way, but sometimes it mucks you up, so it's not good. And this is the time I'm wasting, this is what I'm saying. Or you can use your feather and you can jump up here. And then use your normal jump to jump onto the bridge. And then you just need to do the lava trap and then wait for this to come down. Nothing you can do about that. I mean, you might be able to jump up here, but yeah. Right, so that's that one done. I mean, you used to be able to on the PC. You used to be able to skip this completely by clicking on this door here, and then you could go through it. But they've changed it. So I'd get the obsidian chest, just because it's there. It's probably best to. I mean, I just had a quick look at the time. I mean, you can probably see the time all the time, and we're a minute over. It's absolutely crazy. So I can tell already that it's not worth doing this. It's not worth doing soggy at all. The only benefit you might get from it is the obsidian chest. If you want to do some chest farming, it's quick. It takes, we call it 3 minutes because I fell off a few times. So archhaven is the way to go if you really want to do your blacksmithing quicker. I don't think there is any other quicker levels. I mean, especially not in the DLCs. The DLCs are really long. Moo level. The moo level can be quite quick, but you've also got to kill him at the end. I mean, we'll give it a go. But obviously, it depends on the spawn you get. So again, right, we're just going to set it to, where are we? +1. We're going to go right in. And obviously it will all depend on what build you've got. You might have a faster running build. I'm quite happy with 3 mushrooms on that because I can do it and it's easy. But if you're a bit lower health, you might need to run Ghost Cloak or something, just so you can skip past those enemies a little bit easier and not worry about getting hit. Right, we in yet? Right, we're in. Let me start my stopwatch, and we're going. So let's follow this. Sometimes it can be really long. Sometimes it can be quite short, straight to the boss. And sometimes there can be a lot of cows. And sometimes you can get stuck. Right. Here we go. So up here. If you follow the arrow, that would be the best place to go. Don't go wandering if you do not know where you're going. Otherwise it's going to take you longer. If you didn't know, this is unlocked by getting the runes throughout the game. They're hidden in the main story missions, I believe. I can't even remember how many there is to collect now, but I can tell you that the text that it makes, that is translated, comes to say that it's called a bovine path. Bovine cow. So that's where they got that idea from, if you didn't know that. So here we go, we are straight at the boss now. So this is actually pretty quick, but like I said before, it really does depend on how hard you can hit and what spawn you get, because that's all importantly. So we haven't done it yet. You should really pick that up, but I'm on a mission to get the fastest time possible. So I'm just going to run down here. I think it was 2 minutes we had to beat, so there we go, we did it. Oh, so 1 minute 30, so it's 30 seconds faster than Archhaven on a good spawn. I would class that as a good spawn. So we have conclusive evidence that if you have got triple question mark, whatever you want to call it, I don't know what you call it, question mark, triple question mark, cow level, moo level. I wish I'd come out and put a name up there instead of question mark, so you know, land of the question mark. Yeah, do that one if you've got it, I would suggest, but I mean we could try and run it again and see if we get the same results, but it just really does depend on what spawn you get. So what we'll do is we're just going to go onto it again. It only took 1 minute 30, so if you don't want to watch anymore, you know that this is the quickest way to do it. Failing that, Archhaven. Failing that, soggy swamp, soggy cave. Sorry, I don't know why they had to name it soggy swamp, soggy cave. It's all, I'll get a bit confused. So as soon as we spawned in, we're going to run it again. Come on. Right, we in. Skip. Start. Go. Map. Right, so we're just going to do exactly the same as we did just a minute ago and see if it takes us longer or not. If you get a bridge, don't go over the bridge unless you have to go across the bridge. So I should have gone left there, not right, but never mind, it doesn't matter. Need to put my mushroom on. I keep forgetting about mushroom. I'm trying to miss all the cows, and I keep forgetting about my mushroom. Right here. So this is quite a bit longer than we had just a minute ago. Oh, is it up here? So now I've got to go across the bridge. Oh, I just got stuck. Now this is the other problem. We're going to have to kill some cows. I mean, it doesn't take long, but we can get straight potion, I suppose. And then we've got all these to kill as well. Which isn't going to take long, but more of a pain. And we're just going to run up here, and we've got the jump pad to the boss. And run up here, and it's going to spawn. Don't know which one does more damage. I think the staff does. Oh, I mean you could put Goggle Weakening on. That would take the time down quicker. Oh, I should really pick that up, but I'm not going to bother. So, and we are done. So 158. So, sorry, 148. So about 10 seconds, 12 seconds quicker than Archhaven. So it's on par with Archhaven. It's not too bad. Maybe you could mix them up, do one, or go do a round robin, do all three, and then you've got your blacksmith unlocked. So with that, we've figured out that the quickest level actually to do is the bovine path one, or the triple question mark, or the moo level, whatever you want to call it. Then it is Archhaven, and then it is Soggy Cave. Now I haven't tried any of the other ones because they're all quite long, really, unless you say otherwise. But stick with the moo level if you've got it. If not, go to Archhaven. And don't forget, if you're going to do Soggy Cave, if you're going to do Soggy Cave, get the obsidian chest. You never know what you might get. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope this has helped you, and I'll catch you again soon.